The Secret Garden, Episode 3. Who are you?
I am Mary Lennox. I was brought here from India 3 weeks ago.
You've come from India?
Didn't anyone tell you? Mr. Archibald Craven is my uncle, and I have come here to stay.
Mr. Craven is my father, although I know he cannot bear to look at me.
He is a very nice man.
Yes, but you see, I will have a crooked back and I will soon die. So maybe it hurts him too much to look at me. So he is away most of the time, and he comes to see me only when I'm asleep.
How do you know you were going to die? And why did no one tell me that you were here too?
People think I don't know, but I have heard them talking about it. They didn't tell you about me because I don't want anyone to see me. I wouldn't even allow the nurse or Dr. Craven to come to me, but I'm so ill that I can't help them seeing me.
What are you ill of?
I will end up with a crooked back, for sure. In my head, my body aches almost all the time. I cannot even sleep.
What in the world are you doing here?
Mr. Colin, you mustn't tire yourself so.
Miss Lennox, you must leave at once.
I want Mary to stay.
Master Colin, you must get your sleep.
I believe you are to obey my orders. I want Mary to stay, and all of you may leave. Tell me about India. Mary and Colin spoke for a long time. She told him all about India, and he listened with eagerness and interest. As the rains continued for a few more days, Colin and Mary spent more and more time together. An entire week passed by, and finally, the next morning, the weather was clear. Today, Mary would be able to join Dickon in the garden. She went to breakfast with Colin, and then...
Goodbye, Colin. I shall see you in the evening.
Where are you going?
To meet Dickon. I told you about him.
Though Mary had told Colin about Dickon, she had still not mentioned the secret garden, for she did not know whether Colin was trustworthy, and she had no intention of missing meeting Dickon or the garden just to keep Colin company. You will not go. I won't give you permission.
I am not asking for your permission.
If you go, I will just give orders for you to be brought back, and they will drag you here if they have to obey my orders.
They might be able to drag me, but they will not be able to make me speak. I will just sit here and I will not speak a word to you.
That night, Mary was awakened by the same miserable wailing and crying that she had heard once before.
Oh, for heaven's sake! What is that? Please! Somebody! Make it stop! Miss Lennox, please, could you speak with Master Colin? You are the only one who can make him stop. This is Colin? Why? He is just upset that neither did you stay back with him this morning, nor did you go back to apologize in the evening. And every time he does not get his way, this is how he wails and screams till we are forced to give in. How horrible of him! Please, come with me. No, I will not say sorry to him. I am not going to obey his orders. And that is just what he might need. Please come with me.
Mary did not want to go, but the wailing was so miserable that she stormed into Colin's room.
Will you stop that awful whining of yours? Don't you dare start that horrible wailing again.
You cannot talk to a person who is about to die.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You are not going to die. Your miserable ways might kill others, though.
You know nothing about it. It has begun. It has begun.
What has begun?
The lump on my back. I'm going to have a crooked hunched back and then I'm going to die.
I don't believe you. You are lying just to make people sorry for you.
No, I can feel it.
Show me. I want to see that lump. Show me. Miss Lennox.
Show her. The nurse makes Colin turn on his back and pulls up his shirt. Mary looks at the back.
Nothing. There is nothing there. No lump. Not even the size of a pin. No lump at all.
What? You're lying.
No, Master Colin. If you had told me that you were so worried about a lump appearing on your back, I would have told you that there is no lump at all. Your back is completely fine. If your back is fine, then why don't you walk?
Because my legs are weak.
The doctor has often told him that all he needs is fresh air and exercise, but he just won't listen. He begins wailing every time the matter is suggested.
Because everybody wants me to die.
All you do is make them miserable with your horrible, horrible cries. If you want me to feel sorry for you, I won't. So I might as well leave.
Mary, please, I'm sorry. Please don't go. I have missed you all day.
I have missed you too. I was going to come for you first thing in the morning to tell you all that happened today.
Then tell me, when you come here and we speak of all kinds of beautiful things about India and about books and elephants, I forget and I don't feel quite so ill. Please don't go.
Do you know what I heard? I heard that your mother loved gardens, and she had a garden of her very own.
Really? Have you seen it?
I have heard it is full of roses, but 10 years ago it was shut, and nobody knows where it is. But you know, I have often imagined of what it will look like if I did find it. Maybe one day, a little robin would descend upon me as a magical little angel and lead me to a key buried deep in the earth. And then even show me where, somewhere hidden behind the ivy, there would be a secret door.
A secret garden? My mother's garden! Our garden! We would never tell that secret to anyone in the world. Promise me, Mary, that you will look for it every day and tell me the moment you find it.
I will. I promise.
Tell me what that garden might look like, Mary, and the thoughts of that beautiful magical garden will put me to sleep, and then I shall not think of dying, but dream of the magic.
The garden would be full of roses and daffodils and birds of all kinds.
And as Mary spoke, Colin slipped into a peaceful, blissful sleep full of dreams of fragrant flowers and sweet creatures and beautiful gardens. While Colin slept, Mary had an idea. The next morning, she ran to Dickon and told him about it.
When Colin thinks happy thoughts, his head stops aching. He smiles, and he actually looks as though he might be getting better. Maybe, if we told him of the secret garden and brought him here, his mind will be full of all happy thoughts of things growing, flowers and fruit coming alive, animals and birds brimming with life, and he might actually, really become better.
There has never been a better idea in the world.
Then come into the house with your animals tomorrow, and we shall tell him together.
That evening, Mary told Colin, and Colin was so excited to meet Dickon. Tomorrow morning, after breakfast, a boy called Dickon will come to see me with a fox, 2 squirrels, and a crow. You are to bring him straight to my room.
Certainly, sir. As you wish.
The next morning, Dickon came with all his creatures, and he put the squirrels in Colin's lap. Colin had never known such tenderness in his life. They talked, they laughed, and then Dickon and Mary told Colin about the secret garden.
Come with us, Colin. Please do. It will do you a world of good.
I cannot wait to go into the garden myself, but it must be a secret. How? With my wheelchair?
Dickon is strong enough to push you. You needn't worry.
Then, wait. Ask the head gardener to see me. Tomorrow morning I shall go into the gardens. I do not want anyone to see me, for my back is crooked and it has a lump. So make sure no gardener is around. I do not want anyone to be about till I return here."
"Yes, sir."
And so it was. The children went into the garden. Colin was beside himself with joy, as though some magic had taken over him. This was their world, their secret world. Suddenly, they saw someone peep over the wall.
Who's there? Ben, you...
"You are not supposed to be here. This garden was shut 10 years ago."
But I asked...
Huh? Who's that?
That is Master Colin Craven, Mr. Craven's son.
But I heard he was a half-witted invalid.
I am not an invalid. Dickon, come over here.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Colin stood up tall and proud. Ben Weatherstaff was shocked. Presently, the children let him in the garden.
"The lies that people say. They told me that you couldn't walk and that you were dying."
I am not going to die. I am going to live forever and ever and ever. Do you think Colin is right? Will he get better, and how?